हमारे
To all of you, thank you so much for taking time out and joining us for this session. Today's session is being conducted on the World Disability Day. I think we have Uma ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay. We have taken a note. We've taken a note. Harshita, Uma ma'am has also joined us. I would request everyone else to please turn off their mic. And after Harshita ma'am is ended, and then
बस इसको ऐसे ही रखो ना, मेरा माइक ऑन है, ऑन है, बस ऐसे ही रखो ना। हाँ, उषा जी नमस्कार।
उमा जी नमस्कार। उषा जी हमारे साथ नहीं है। मैं विधि गुप्ता आनंद हूँ, सेक्रेटरी डीएलएसए शादरा। एक बार पहले, लॉकडाउन के पहले एक बार आपसे मुलाकात हुई थी। तो हमारे साथ आज जुड़े हुए हैं टी प्रियदर्शनी मैम, जज दिल्ली जुडिशियल सर्विसेज। साथ ही में हमारे साथ हैं सेक्रेटरी डीएलएसए ईस्ट हर्षिता मैम और सेक्रेटरी डीएलएसए शादरा। तो क्योंकि आपका आपका जो वर्क है इस एरिया में, भी सल्यूट योर वर्क। तो सोचा इसीलिए कि आपके साथ ही मिलके एक छोटा सा एक वेबिनार टीचर ट्रेनिंग।
This is our good fortune that you have given us this opportunity.
It's a pleasure of ours to be associated with you, to know you in person. And जितना भी हम आपसे सीख पाए उतना कम होगा, बिकॉज आपके पास पूरा एक सी ऑफ नॉलेज है हमको देने के लिए।
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। आप लोग हमारे साथ जुड़े हमारे लिए तो बहुत बड़ी बात है ये, बिकॉज हमें ऐसा लगता है कि हम बहुत वेल प्रोटेक्टेड हैं विद द लॉयर्स एंड जज।
जी जी मैम। तो आप विद योर परमिशन मैम शुरू करें प्रोग्राम।
हाँ जी, प्लीज प्लीज।
Harshita, over to you.
Yes, ma'am. First and foremost, thank you to all of you for taking time out and joining us for this session today. Today, as you all know, is World Disability Day. This day has been celebrated ever since 1992, when the United Nations General Assembly decided to celebrate this day so as to strengthen global solidarity for the rights of disabled people. Now, this day is not just a day for symbolic celebration. It is a day to create awareness about different forms of disabilities. It is a day wherein we contemplate on ways to integrate and reintegrate people with disabilities into the mainstream, to deliberate on the ways to create educational, vocational, occupational opportunities for persons with disability. Well, celebrations aside, on this day, we are also constrained to acknowledge the sobering reality of the times we live in. We realize on this day that despite best efforts, people with disabilities are still struggling to survive in a sea of discrimination. This mostly happens because despite the best legislation in place, the attitudinal changes have not come forth in the manner desired and intended. So, basically, despite the government passing a series of sympathetic welfarist legislations and multiple schemes being floated, because of the lack of attitudinal changes, much progress has not been made in the front of disability rights. So, the government of India has been making efforts to protect the rights of disabled people. We've seen a change in nomenclature to address people not as physically handicapped but as differently abled, and from Viklang, the nomenclature has been changed to Divyang. So all this is a recognition of the government that we need an attitudinal change, a positive change towards the rights of disabled people. This attitudinal change was also reflected in the recent legislation that we had in 2016, which is called the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act. So today we have a resource person who shall try and give a presentation regarding this legislation. Ms. T. Priyadarshini is a judge of the Delhi Judicial Service who joined service in the year 2015. Ma'am completed her LLB, the Integrated 5-Year Program from National Law Institute University, Bhopal, and thereafter she worked with a law firm platinum partners for 3 years. Ma'am also has an experience in dealing with social issues, and she also worked as a researcher in the Vidhi Center for Policy and Research. Ma'am has held diverse jurisdictions, and she was earlier posted in 30 Hazari courts and is presently posted as additional coordinator at the Delhi International Arbitration Center. So ma'am has also conducted certain courses for sensitization of people regarding rights of disabled people. So we could not have a better resource person than ma'am to address us on this topic of inclusiveness and the recent legislation. We also have with us Uma Tuli ma'am. Ma'am needs no introduction as such. She's a very famous social worker, educationist. She's the founder of Amar Jyoti Charitable Trust, which is a Delhi-based NGO working for rehabilitation and integration of children with disabilities. Right? People are also aware that ma'am has received the 4th highest civilian honor. She was awarded the Padma Shri in the year 2012. And just here, I would like to mention that I've seen the working of Amar Jyoti Trust from close quarters. As a student, when I was doing graduation, I got the opportunity of visiting that school as a member of NSS, and I was really moved to see the good work that they are doing and the inclusive practices that they have evolved in their institutions. So I'm sure during the course of our interaction today, ma'am will also give her valuable inputs and tell us about the work that she is doing. So now I hand it over to Priyadarshini ma'am, who shall take over the session now. Priyadarshini?
Yes, thank you, Harshita. Thank you, Vidhi ma'am. Thank you, Uma ma'am. Even before I begin, I'd like to say that it's an honor for me, an absolute honor for me to be talking in the presence of Uma ma'am, especially on this topic in which she has spent years of experience and she has developed this institute all by herself. So thank you so much, Uma ma'am, for listening to me and for giving us this opportunity to speak in front of you. And secondly, I'd like to thank Vidhi ma'am and Harshita ma'am for giving this opportunity to me, for me to reflect on these issues. Because you gave me this opportunity, I got to reflect on it, and the experience has been very good for me. So today, as Harshita ma'am said, happens to be International Disabilities Day. So International Persons with Disabilities Day. So when the United Nations declared yeah, okay. So when the United Nations declared today as the Disabilities Day, the main purpose was that conversations should be initiated on the issues faced by persons with disabilities. I think all of us have taken a step towards that by initiating conversation and having a discussion about the various issues that are faced by persons with disabilities. Uh, Apart from congratulating Amar Jyoti Charitable Trust, all of you, all the participants are already associated with Amar Jyoti Charitable Trust, and therefore you are all already pretty ingrained into this and are working towards providing equal opportunities to persons with disabilities. Moving on to the conversation on disabilities, as a human race, we have all faced a lot of difficulty in deciding how to term people with disabilities. अगर आप हिंदी में देखें तो हम persons with disabilities को एक टाइम पे विकलांग कह के बुलाते थे, फिर हमने बोला अक्षम, फिर हमने बोला निशक्त जन, फिर आए निर्बल. So there were various terms. Similarly, English maybe we used to say handicapped, we said disabled. There was a time long ago when we used to refer to them as abnormal. So these terms were considered to be harsh, they were considered to be limiting. Uske baad आए certain और words, balanced words, which were impaired, physically, mentally challenged, differently abled. According to me, all of us face physical challenges. अगर किसी की हाइट कम है तो उनको कुछ तरह के challenges face करने होते हैं. They are also challenged in a certain way. They are definitely not abnormal. एक बहुत अच्छा सा quote है that the disability is your inability to see my ability. So disability is not the disability of a person who suffers from certain incapacities. For instance, if a person is left-handed, they may not be able to use the sharpener as easily as a right-handed person would be able to use it. But does that make a left-handed person any less able-bodied than a right-handed person? तो जब हम कहते हैं फॉर एग्जाम्पल राहुल एक एबल बॉडीड और एक सक्षम है, और फॉर इंस्टेंस संजय एक डिसेबल्ड यानी अक्षम है, तो हम ये अक्षम है ये कौन से यार्डस्टिक से देख रहे हैं, किसकी पर्सपेक्टिव से देख रहे हैं? Aren't we seeing that that person is abled but just in a different way? And what is our country if not a country which celebrates differences? We have so many languages, we have so many castes, we have so many religions. All of us celebrate differences. तो हम disabled persons को या persons with disabilities को accept करने में हिचकिचाते क्यों हैं in our personal sphere as well as in our professional sphere? This is something that we should all think about. हमारे जो लर्नेड ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर हैं उन्होंने 2015 में बोला था that we should not be using the word विकलांग, हमें यूज करना चाहिए वर्ड दिव्यांग. उन्होंने बोला we see a person's disability with our eyes. So when I say that someone is disabled, I am looking at them from my perspective and मैं ये सोच रही हूँ कि मैं abled हूँ, so in my context this person is disabled. But he also said that in our interaction with people, they do have some extra power. Then he said that instead of using the word viklang, we should move to divyang. अब इसमें आप आगे सुनिए क्या हुआ. There were various interactions with social groups about usage of the word divyang, and the Ministry of Social Justice conducted consultations. They asked the people's opinion about usage of the word divyang. इसमें जो सबसे बड़ी चीज बाहर निकली, the people with disabilities said that this is patronizing. Why are you equating me to a god? What is godly about my disabilities? By equating me with God, you will not lessen the stigma or the harassment or the ostracization that I have faced. जो मेरे साथ शोषण हुआ है उसको मुझे दिव्यांग बना के कुछ उसमें चेंजेस नहीं आने वाले हैं. You cannot put me at a pedestal. Correct. And I want to be an equal. And I personally think that ये जो struggle for equality है, this is not only persons with disabilities who struggle with this. Women as a race. हम सब femininity जिसको कहते हैं, all of us as a race want equality. We don't want to be treated like a god. We want to be given the same equal opportunities that men are given. Similarly, different caste, they want to be treated with equality. So the fight of disabled persons, the persons with disabilities are fighting the same fight that we as people, we as women, we as transgenders, we as bisexuals, all of us are facing. At the heart of it, at the foundation of it, is a ask for equality. We are only asking for equality. तो ये जो टर्मिनोलॉजी की बात है कि आप हमें क्या बुलाते हैं, that is just a conversation on the nomenclature. A rose will be a rose and it will be sweet and beautiful even if you don't call it a rose. So by searching the right word, we are diluting the conversation. We are actually diluting the substance of the conversation. And the heart of the conversation is inclusion. Everyone wants to be included in the normal sphere of life. They want the same opportunities. Similarly, persons with disabilities also want to be included. It is a question of inclusion. And the question of inclusion cannot be attended through legislation. It has to be through a change in our perspective. It is an ideological change. It is not a change which can be imposed on us through the legislature. जब DSLSA से मुझे बात हुई कि आपको किस बारे में बात करना है, तो we were told that inclusion in the education sector. Before moving on to that, I'd like to say कि हम लोग कोर्ट्स में भी इस इश्यू से जूझ रहे हैं. We want to include differently abled litigants. And उसके लिए हम कॉन्फ्रेंसेस करते हैं, उसके लिए हम एनालिसिस करते हैं. and we try to make our buildings more accessible. हमारे जो नए buildings बने हैं they are accessible. जो हमारे पुराने buildings हैं उसको we are trying to make them more accessible. So in Tisazari we had organized a seminar sensitizing our staff about how to deal with differently abled litigants. And when we were discussing with them, हमने एक थोड़ा सा workshop भी कराया where we told them कि 30,000 के अंदर आते वक्त any person who is not able to walk, how can he maneuver himself? And at the end of this training, we used to have a conversation where people could just discuss in open about their experiences with disabilities. During that conversation, we came to know कि हमारे में से इतने लोग थे, so many staff who had daughters who were autistic, who had siblings, but no one spoke about it in public sphere. एक opportunity दिया, एक platform दिया गया, तब they spoke about it, but on a personal one-to-one basis, they never spoke about these challenges. You as an educationist and me as a judge may take steps to include persons with disabilities in our schools and courts. But as individuals, we have a responsibility to include them in our lives. And for that, we have to initiate conversations and we have to be more accepting of them. Legally speaking, there are 21 types of disabilities. If you look at the new legislation, which is Persons with Disabilities Act 2016, इसमें there are 21 तरह के disabilities हैं. ये I am not going into the detail of all the 21 of them. आप लोगों को मुझसे ज्यादा पता होगा इस बारे में. But I am telling you there are 4 broad categories. One is the physical incapabilities, which is basically lack of vision, impairment of hearing, locomotor disabilities, etc. Then there is the second one, which is the intellectual incapacities, which is autism, which is a broad range of autism, mental illness, dyslexia, learning incapabilities, etc. And then the third category is multiple disability, as in where you have more than one of these specified disabilities together. It is called a multiple disability. And the fourth category is left to the government to notify any other disability in the future. तो जो पर्सन विथ डिसेबिलिटी को जिस तरीके से हमारे एक्ट में अभी जो रीसेंट लेजिस्लेशन है इसमें डिफाइन किया गया है, it has been defined as a person with physical, intellectual and any other sort of disability, impairment, जिससे उनका participation in day-to-day affairs, there is a barrier. They are not able to participate as effectively in the current circumstances due to such disabilities. So therefore, it is not ki whether it is a partial vision impairment, whether it is a full vision impairment, that is not the benchmark. Any impairment which will cause a person to not fully and effectively participate in the society. So going back to the example that I said, even being short in height or being left-handed is a sort of a challenge, but that challenge does not impair that person's ability to participate effectively in the day-to-day affairs in the society as an equal. So therefore, it is necessary, it is just a legislative categorization of various disabilities. It is not exhaustive in itself. वो सारी disabilities को cover नहीं करता है. Moving on, जब हम बात करते हैं कि how to include the persons with disabilities in the education sector, I have to talk about one of my personal experience. I am sure Vidhi ma'am or Harshita ma'am को भी similar experiences रहे होंगे. That when I was a magistrate, I was marked to record a statement. हमारा as a routine हम statements record करते हैं of victims. Now this particular victim could not hear and could not talk, but she was admitted in the hospital with very serious injuries. She was a victim of domestic violence and dowry demands. So उनका मुझे जाके hospital में जाके statement record करना था. It was the first time I was doing something like that. I was a little hesitant and मुझे समझ में नहीं आया कि how should I approach this. Then when I reached there, we contacted a special educator. The special educator came and she acted as a medium between the victim and me. I felt writing is impeccable. But sector में बात करते हैं, there is a slight mismatch in the laws which comes from the fact that the Right to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009 उसको 2016 के Disabilities Act के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में नहीं अपडेट किया गया है. जो राइट टू एजुकेशन एक्ट था, इट वाज लेजिस्लेटेड इन ऑर्डर टू प्रोवाइड फ्री एजुकेशन टू ऑल चिल्ड्रन फ्रॉम द एज 6 to 14. However, under the current act, free education for disabilities has to be offered at the age of 18. तो हमारा जो आर्टिकल 21 है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का, वो भी यही कहता है अबाउट फ्री एजुकेशन. उसके बाद however, though legal standards have evolved that guarantee right to education to persons with disabilities, इसके implementation में काफी सारी inconsistencies. That is because there is no clarity as to what is inclusion. What do you has to be quality education for children with disabilities as well as with other children. There is on ground implementation में there are problems. What is inclusive education? The Disabilities Act provides that inclusive education means a system of education where students with and without disability, मतलब अगर आपकी कोई disability हो या ना हो, सारे तरह के जो
रिजल्ट का नहीं है, नेट स्लो है तुझा. प्रियदर्शनी, कैन यू हियर अस? आपके एंड पे शायद कनेक्टिविटी इशू आ रहा है. वी टर्न ऑफ योर कैमरा, परहैप्स उससे शायद ट्रांसमिशन बेटर हो. प्रियदर्शनी का कनेक्शन चला गया है while speaking. We'll wait for her to join again. तब तक मैं उमा मैम से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि मैम अपने कुछ इंसाइट्स, कुछ एक्सपीरियंसेस या कुछ हमसे बातें शेयर करें. मैम प्लीज टर्न ऑन योर कैमरा माइक. आपका माइक ऑफ है.
Ma'am, Priyadashni is just joining in a while.
अभी आ रहा है?
जी
अभी आवाज आ रही है?
जी आ रही है मैम, आ रही है.
अच्छा, सबसे पहले यहाँ बैठे हुए सभी व्यक्तियों को मेरा प्रणाम. मैं नमन करना चाहूंगी खासकर मैडम को, जिन्होंने आज इंटरनेशनल डे फॉर द डिसेबल्ड के दिन एक ऐसा प्रोग्राम्स के बारे में सोचा जो बहुत दूर दूर तक ये समाचार दे सकेगा कि सोसाइटी केयर्स फॉर पर्सन्स विद डिसेबिलिटी. आफ्टर लिसनिंग टू प्रियदर्शनी, मुझे लगता है ये पर्सन्स विद डिसेबिलिटी वर्ड को हमें ज्यादा एम्फोसिस देना चाहिए. हम लोग, इन्होंने बहुत अच्छे से समझाया कि विकलांग, दिव्यांग, ये वो, तो जो पर्सन्स हैं विद डिसेबिलिटी वो पर्सन पहले हैं. तो हमें पर्सन्स विद डिसेबिलिटी जो इंटरनेशनली एक्सेप्टेड वर्ड है वो यूज करना चाहिए. और दिव्यांग के बारे में, विकलांग के बारे में भी बहुत डिबेट हुई है, हम उसमें नहीं जाएंगे. लेकिन इतना जरूर है कि जो विद डिसेबिलिटी है वो ये कहते हैं अगर हमारा एक अंग विकल है तो हमें विकलांग कहिए, अक्षम कहने में, निशक्त कहने में हमको बहुत ज्यादा तकलीफ होती है. अगर कोई किसी भी तरह से इनकैपेसिटेटेड है तो वो पर्सन तो है ना, ठीक है, प्रॉब्लम्स हैं. खैर, ये इशू बहुत देर तक, जब मैं चीफ कमिश्नर थी, बहुत इसके ऊपर डिबेट होती रही है, तो मैं इसमें ज्यादा टाइम नहीं समय लगाऊंगी, बिकॉज हमारे पास इस समय बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट इशू है जो प्रियदर्शनी ने अभी रेज किया है कि समाज में एक बहुत लार्ज परसेंटेज अगर पर्सन्स विद डिसेबिलिटी की है, और डिसेबिलिटी भी डाइवर्सिटी है, मतलब आप ये सोचिए कितने 21 तरह की डिसेबिलिटीज को संभालना कोई आसान काम नहीं है। आप लीगल बात कर रहे हैं, लेजिस्लेशन जो बने हैं, खाली डिसेबिलिटी एक्ट नहीं है, नेशनल ट्रस्ट एक्ट है, आरसीआई एक्ट है, मेंटल हेल्थ एक्ट है, सीआरपीडी है जिसके हम सिग्नेटरी हैं। इतने सब लेजिस्लेशंस होते हुए भी बरसों से हम देख रहे हैं समाज का नजरिया नहीं बदल पा रहा है जिस हद तक बदलना चाहिए, और उसको सरकार नहीं बदलेगी, उसको हम सभी बदलेंगे। इस तरह के सेमिनार्स, इस तरह के वेबिनार्स बदलेंगे। हम लोग सोचते हैं कि कानून ये कहता है, पर कानून कितना समय लगाता है, कितना बहुत ही मुश्किल से हमारे मुद्दों तक पहुंच पाता है, ये भी तो हम जानते हैं। जहां तक डिसेबिलिटी का सवाल है, ये बहुत अनफॉर्चुनेट चीज है, पैराडाइम शिफ्ट भी हो गया है, बहुत चीजें बदली हैं। जैसा प्रियदर्शनी कह रही थी, एक्सेसिबिलिटी के बारे में, एजुकेशन के बारे में, सोशल सिक्योरिटी के बारे में, मैं तो एक ही बात कहना चाहूंगी, किसी भी कानून को, चाहे वो डिसेबिलिटी एक्ट हो या कोई और एक्ट हो, इंप्लीमेंट करने में भागीदारी हम सब की है। और इसको समझकर एक, जैसे कहते हैं ना, कॉइन के दो साइड्स, हमारा राइट और हमारी ड्यूटी। तो अगर कोई अपना राइट क्लेम कर रहा है तो उसके साथ हमारी ड्यूटी भी बंधी हुई है। तो हम सब मिलकर आज इंटरनेशनल डे फॉर द डिसेबल्ड के दिन इतना प्लेज कर सकें कि हम कभी भी किसी भी पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटी को किसी से कम नहीं समझेंगे, हम समान अवसर देंगे। और अगर हम इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटीज की बात करते हैं तो सच पूछा जाए तो फिर हम सभी मिलकर इस बात को खत्म कर सकते हैं, और वो है इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन के द्वारा। Platform of education is the only platform from where we can bring a change. And to bring a change in this particular area, I happen to start in 1981 with a very, very different idea of education, equal number of children with and without disability under a tree, starting from nursery. And that was the time when everybody thought, ये तो बिल्कुल हो ही नहीं सकता, कितने असंभव चीज का सोच रहे हैं, थोड़े दिन में अपने आप बंद कर देंगे। पर ऐसा नहीं हुआ। इसकी जो गहराई में लोग जा सके, और जब उनके सामने एक शोकेस हुई एबिलिटीज ऑफ पर्सन्स विद डिसेबिलिटी, अपने आप जुड़ने लगे, और जुड़ने के साथ साथ और उनको भी जोड़ने लगे, तो एक तरह से कारवां बनता गया। और आज की तारीख में मुझे कहते हुए, आई एम सेइंग इट नॉट विद प्राइड बट विद ह्यूमिलिटी, दैट this concept of inclusive education of Amar Jyoti is being replicated nationally and internationally. So we have to understand that this inclusive education is not just imparting education as it is being done in regular schools. It is slightly different in the sense that we adopt a holistic approach of providing medical care, pre-vocational training, as well as employment opportunities side by side in the same campus. If vocational training is provided, you are preparing them for self-employment or employment. If medical care is provided in the campus, children with disability, even some of the children without disability also need counseling and other supports. So this particular unit of medical care and child guidance also takes care of several issues on the spot every day. And then when we could not find a physiotherapist in 1981, there were very, very few physiotherapists. We made an effort to start a college of physiotherapy so that the whole country could get good physiotherapists. And again, it is Amarjyoti Institute of Physiotherapy, affiliated with University of Delhi, which is producing the best physiotherapists, even chosen by people abroad. And again, most of the distinctions and merits are from Amarjyoti Institute of Therapy. Similarly, when there was a scarcity of special educators, which still is in the country, we started Teachers Training Center in collaboration with RCI, and RCI recognized courses have helped many teachers in taking care of children with disability in their classrooms. This also has not only traveled to the states, but has gone abroad also. People in Maldives and Mauritius and UAE and America, we have worked together to make this inclusive education a reality. It is also very true that affiliation with NIOS and IGNOU has helped us immensely in making this education accessible to not only persons with disability, but the less privileged also. So what Priyadarshini was saying about this act, which I'm sure is creating awareness about disability in particular, is a very beautiful act. But coming back to my point, today we must decide how can we reach out to many, many more people to really implement this act in letter and spirit. If there are questions about how to make inclusive education possible, I can answer. Otherwise, I would like to hear from other people their views about the act.
Priyadarshini ma'am का connection चला गया था. She has joined us back. I would ask her to complete the message that she was giving. And आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा मैम, जब तक मानसिकता नहीं बदलेगी, जब तक हम इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन पे फोकस नहीं करेंगे और इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी पे फोकस नहीं करेंगे, शायद बदलाव आना मुश्किल है. और वही एक कड़ी है जिसमें जो कि समाज के मेन वर्ग के साथ जो दिव्यांग या विकलांग वर्ग है उनको जोड़ सकती है. Over to you, Priyadarshini, for taking
yes ma'am. So as I was saying, जैसे मैम कह रही थी कि जो inclusive education का प्रोविजनिंग है एज पर द एक्ट, जो इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन के बारे में जो बात हुई है उसमें यही कहा गया है कि वेदर इट बी फॉर एडमिशन और वेदर इट बी फॉर प्रोवाइडिंग द नेसेसरी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर or the training to the respective teachers or employment of special teachers, detection of specific learning disabilities, monitoring participation of children with disabilities, all these, the onus to ensure that these efforts are taken lies with the school. तो ये जो नया एक्ट है इसमें हमारे स्कूल्स पे रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी डाली गई है, उन पे ऑब्लिगेशन रखा गया है टू मेक द नेसेसरी प्रोविजन फॉर इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन. अर्लियर जो हमारा जो एक्ट था 1995 का, उसमें ये था कि द persons with disabilities will integrate themselves to the existing schools. Now there has been a shift to the focus being on the educational institution, that the educational institution shall adapt themselves in such a way that persons with disabilities as well as other children are taken care in the same module. To that extent आप appreciate करेंगे जो हमारा NEP है, नेशनल एजुकेशन प्लान, उसमें भी persons with disabilities के inclusion के बारे में provide किया गया है. In the NEP, as in the National Education Plan, it is provided that for persons with benchmark disability, there will be special schools which will be set up. But in normal schools, as a routine, जैसे उमा मैम कहती हैं, there will be the disabled children, as in children with disabilities, will be accepted by normal schools, and they will provide the necessary infrastructure for the purpose of these schools. So this shift in focus is what the new legislation has come into picture. Now moving on, हमने काफी सारी इसमें field studies हुई हैं, तो जिसमें ये बताया गया है कि the existing problem is that parents do not have choices with respect to schooling of their children with disabilities. अगर normal school में admission कराया भी जाता है, over a period of time the school feels inadequate, feels ill-equipped to provide for children because their existing curriculum does not provide for them. उनका जो existing setup है, it does not provide for them. So what eventually follows is that we need a good setup of special educators, और यहीं पे आप सबका role आता है. Every school should provide for special educators, and sign language should be taught to children in the normal course. I will tell you a personal experience of mine. When I went for my son's school admission, वहां पे रिसेप्शन में बैठे हुए थे, उन्होंने गुड मॉर्निंग कहते वक्त ऐसे किया. Then when she was saying good morning or good afternoon to other people, she was doing this. Now I did not know what was happening. And then later on, jab nursery mein, my son is in nursery, so when he went for his online classes in the morning after their prayer, they would do this. So then I asked the teacher, just by way of curiosity, that what is this? Then she told me this is sign language. This is taught to the children from their primary years in normal course in his school. So I think, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया था कि in my career I felt disabled, that I could not communicate with that victim. At least the children who learn this language and who are integrated, who are with them from day one, will not face this disability. Second, जो हमारा जो नया act जिस चीज के बारे में बात करता है, that is the detection of disabled children with disability. What it provides is that every 5 years, the local authorities will conduct a survey of the schools in their jurisdiction. And in that survey, they will determine how many children are there with disabilities and whether the school is able to provide for them. And when we say whether the school is able to provide for them, the Act talks about special educators in charge or in charge in that particular school area. But in terms of statistics, it was said that if you look at a school area, one special educator will be responsible for around 150 schools. This is the kind of paucity that we are talking about in the context of special educators. And this is where charitable trusts like yours, like Amar Jyoti Charitable Trust, and people like you who are undertaking training in these, we should encourage others to take up this training so that there are more and more special educators available to assist the schools and in order to make them truly inclusive. जो इसमें जो सर्वे की बात करी गई है, उसमें एक्ट में ये भी बोला गया है कि टीचर ट्रेनिंग इंस्टीट्यूशंस एस्टैब्लिश होंगी जिसमें टीचर्स को ट्रेन किया जाएगा पर्टिकुलर डिसेबिलिटी के बारे में. आप ये भी अप्रिशिएट करोगे कि वन स्पेशल एजुकेटर may not be trained to deal with all sorts of disabilities. That particular special educator may be trained only in a particular disability. So it makes the responsibility on the schools even more to ensure that all the students, whether it be intellectual disability or whether it be physical disability, are catered to. And the staff provides inclusive education at all levels of school. There was a special educator in Assam जिसका interview था when I was reading up on the subject. He says that there is a major case of misdiagnosis of disabilities because in the rural areas the diagnosis of the disabilities is being done by the teachers and they themselves are not very comfortable diagnosing that disability because that is a medical call that has to be taken. So improving infrastructure across areas, whether it be rural or urban, is the primary focus, which should be the primary focus of the local authorities in order to implement this act in a better way. One last aspect was I would like to really appreciate all the special educators because I got to know that they are not only involved in special education, but they are also given other work such as handling of Aadhaar camps or doing election duty, etc. And it is said that, they consider themselves as a jack of all trades. So a major step that ought to be taken is to give respect to people for what they do. So this is something that the Act provides for, that the schools must have the necessary infrastructure as well as necessary educators to ensure that inclusive education is possible. With this, Vidhi ma'am, I'd like to just say that thanks for this opportunity. When I retrospected yesterday, I spent a lot of time introspecting whether I am having an inclusive life, whether I am ensuring that my child is leading an inclusive life, he's interacting with everyone. I just realized that in the normal course, subconsciously, we are not including everyone. And in our society, we do have children, and I made sure that he went and played with a child who is autistic yesterday, Uma ma'am, and they don't seem to have any sort of reservations, or they do not seem to have any sort of inhibitions while dealing with each other. I think this is something which is ingrained to us in our conditioning process, because we have these hardcore notions of normalcy and abnormalcy. So this process of changing ourselves inherently has to be started first, and then maybe we can think about better inclusion for everyone, provision of equal opportunities for everyone. Thank you so much.
Can I add something?
Yes, ma'am.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल ma'am, please do.
Priyadarshini, you were talking about special educator
Yes, ma'am.
in one particular category and showing the need of having special educator for all types of disability in a school. But now, recently, cross disability courses have also started with the help of RCI. And in most of the government schools, regular teachers are being trained. We have trained more than 600 teachers in last 2 years in cross disability, short-term courses, and people are really getting more and more interested. You talked of sign language. At Amarjyoti, we are using sign language as third language, which is really helping a lot in communication amongst children and without hearing impairment. So this cross disability concept is coming up very fast, and if hearing impairment teachers from government school are sent to Amarjyoti for training of 5 days or 10 days or maybe 6 months, whatever the course is like, we understand that the disability that they have already specialized in will not be touched, but the other disabilities they will be encouraged to learn more about, so that the need of having 5, 6, 7 special educators will not arise if every teacher, regular teacher, becomes a special educator, and that too in cross disabilities. A time has come for this, and we have started working on these lines. There is a paradigm shift which we can see. There is so much difference in social attitude nowadays. It used to be a big barrier earlier, as I said earlier also, but now it is not a barrier. It is something which is being understood better by people of society, and they are now understanding, helping, and accepting disability better. See, the biggest thing about disability is, first of all, the child with disability cannot accept, then parents cannot accept, society cannot accept. But we now have reached a stage where acceptance, social acceptance also has really increased. And persons with disability playing football and basketball on wheelchair, it is amazing the way they dance on wheelchair, they do bhangra on wheelchair, and children, with intellectual disability are participating in international athletics, coming back with 4 medals after participating in 4 events, and then Delhi government giving 16 lakhs of award. So this is what Amarjyoti is producing, and later on, they are going to become very useful citizens of society and productive citizens of society. So what we really need to do is to make this legislation more implementable. by having many such seminars and conferences and webinars for the time being till the COVID is there, to let people see the abilities of persons with disabilities. If you showcase abilities, the attitude changes immediately. So that is what we have realized, and we personally feel that inclusion is the ultimate winner. It is to start from school and in entire society. Thank you.
In fact, I really appreciate your idea that, every teacher should be a special educator. Why should we categorize कि ये special educator है और ये normal teacher है?
Every mother also should be a special educator.
जी. And yes, you're right. In fact, जब मैं अमर ज्योति स्कूल विजिट करा था मैंने लास्ट ईयर या इसी साल के स्टार्टिंग में, there was a program going on और बच्चे व्हील चेयर पे डांस कर रहे थे एंड उन्होंने एक फॉर्मेशन भी बनाई थी स्टेज पे पिरामिड की. So it made me feel so glad that they are capable of each and everything that we do. वो एक मेंटालिटी की, एक मानसिकता की बात है, लैक ऑफ इंक्लूसिवनेस की बात है कि हम उनको शायद प्रिज्यूम कर लेते हैं that they are not as empowered as we are. So thank you Priyadarshini, thank you Umaji. अगर किन्हीं ट्रेनिंग टीचर के कोई क्वेश्चन है तो प्लीज मैं कहूंगी गो अहेड, अपने क्वेश्चंस पूछिए, अपने कमेंट्स अगर देना चाहते हैं तो यदि मत यू में ओपन योर माइक, टर्न ऑन योर माइक एंड देन स्पीक.
आप पहले स्कूल से खुलवा दीजिए, कोविड को भगा दीजिए.
पूरी करेंगे तो काम हमारा जो रहेगा. Even with COVID, we'll continue to work with your support.
Ma'am, that's a concern for everyone, especially parents.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are the foreigners. That's why I said every parent should be a special educator also.
So, exactly, ma'am. I think I have become an educator in the past 4-5 months sitting with him in the classes.
So, do we have any
Lovely
questions?
session.
क्वेश्चन के अलावा अगर अपने स्पेशल कमेंट देना चाहें तो वो भी मोस्ट वेलकम है. कुछ अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करना चाहें.
Ma'am, it was wonderful to listen on this special day from such an enlightened persons, visionary persons. It was really motivating for our students also, making this like revising everything, the whole picture. For a long time, they are not to Amar Jyoti due to COVID reason, but I think all that things might be again revised in their mind is what they used to enjoy and experience at Amar Jyoti. And this will make them take forward our mission. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anita ji. I think we don't have any questions after. Harshita, then should we bring an end to the session? Harshita, are you there with me?
We may conclude, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. काफी डिस्कशन हमने देखे. मैं कहूँगी आज की वीडियो में एक नाम हमारे साथ में, उनके भी इंसाइट्स थे. आई थिंक हमेशा ध्यान में रखूंगी इनकी बातें जो मैम ने कही. एम प्रियदर्शनी का लीगल एक्यूमेंट जो है उसका जितना उतना कम है. ना सिर्फ अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस प्रियदर्शनी मैम ने शेयर करे बल्कि एक्ट के बारे में भी हमें बताया. एंड आई थिंक इट वाज अ वेरी एनलाइटनिंग वेबिनार फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस. सारे टीचर्स का धन्यवाद देती हूँ. हर्षिता जी सेक्रेटरी जिन्होंने इतने अच्छे से इंट्रोडक्शन दिया, प्रोग्राम का आगाज करा. सेक्रेटरी नॉर्थ ईस्ट न्यू दिल्ली जो हमारे साथ जुड़ नहीं पाए बट दे वर आल्सो पार्ट ऑफ द प्रोग्राम. द टेक्निकल टीम, I thank everyone for making this program a success. And Uma ji, आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि हमारे साथ जुड़े रहिएगा। आगे भी हम इस तरह के वेबिनार, सेमिनार और भी किस्म के प्रोग्राम कराते रहेंगे with your help. So with this, we bring an end to the session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Arshita ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. With
Ma'am.
that, you may conclude the meeting.
Thank you all.